Inside a House hearing room, a political production.
I'm reading what the press said.
I would suggest that you not rely on what the press says.
Who are we supposed to believe?
Thank you for making clear it's not personal, Mr. Jordan.
Well, I'm saying the Department of Justice.
Me because I'm telling the truth and I'm under oath.
The hearing ostensibly focused on FBI actions during the Hillary Clinton email investigation in 2016. And that senior agent working on the Russia investigation at the time who exchanged anti-Trump text messages with a colleague he was having an affair with. At one point, Agent Peter Strzok saying of a Trump presidency, "We'll stop it."
These people were also the very same people who were assigned to investigate the man that they hated, then candidate Donald Trump.
But critics see all this as a cover for Republicans' real purpose, they say, to try and undermine the special counsel investigation, overseen by Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein.
They're not interested in protecting our country from a future attack or holding responsible those who worked with the Russians. This is just an effort to work as the president's fixers in Congress.
The White House says not so.
There's no evidence of Russian collusion, so of course there's a frustration wanting to wrap this up.
The special counsel's Russia investigation has lasted about 400 days, but the investigation into Iran-Contra lasted 6 times as long. Whitewater, 7 times.
Whatever you got, finish it the hell up, because this country is being torn apart.
Rosenstein and FBI Director Chris Wray facing friendly fire after President Trump, for months, has blamed 13 angry Democrats for the special counsel investigation.
Are you a Democrat?
No, I am not.
I'm not a Democrat, and I'm not angry.
And Hadley, I understand we're learning significant details now about this summit between the president and President Putin.
Yeah, that summit, Lester, is set to happen in less than 3 weeks, July 16th in Helsinki, Finland. We've learned today, a place that has hosted presidents talking U.S.-Russian relations dating back decades. At this one, though, it's not clear if President Trump will push President Putin on Russia's election interference in 2016 or warn him not to try it again come the midterms.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.